You've seen the term organizational skills on pretty much every job description out there, right? But what does it actually mean? Well, today we're going to break that down. We're going to turn it from a vague buzzword into a real, practical toolkit that'll help you go from chaos to control in your work and, your life. So let's get right into it. We all know this feeling, don't we? You've got this endless stream of tasks. Your calendar is just jammed with meetings, and your digital workspace, it's so cluttered, it's honestly stressful just to look at it. In the world we live in, it is so easy to feel completely overwhelmed. But that feeling of chaos, it actually comes with a very, very real price tag.
And yeah, it is a huge one. According to research from Gallup, poor organization costs the U.S. economy an estimated $544 billion every single year. I mean, that number is just staggering. But what does a figure that big really represent, in the real world?
Well, it's all the lost productivity from scrambling to find that one file you need. It's the expensive mistakes that get made when we're in a rush. It's the projects that just never quite hit their full potential. This isn't just about having a messy desk. It's a massive drag on the whole economy. So that brings us to Section 1, the high cost of chaos. Clearly, this is way more than just a personal headache. It's a huge systemic problem. But here's the good news. If there's a high cost to chaos, that means there's a massive, massive upside to getting organized. The benefits are basically the flip side of all those costs. You get much better time management, which of course means fewer missed deadlines. You make fewer mistakes, which saves money. You start making smarter decisions, which leads to better outcomes. But maybe the biggest benefit is personal. You get back that sense of control, and that improves everything from your work-life balance to your overall productivity. Section 2. So what are organizational skills? How do we actually unlock all those benefits? Well, it starts with getting really clear on what we're even talking about.
At its core, it's really a simple three-part system. You have to be able to manage your time, you have to know what's most important, and you have to meet your deadlines. Simple as that. It's the real difference between just being busy and actually being effective. And these skills, they fall into two main categories.
I want you to think of organization like a coin with two sides. On one side, you've got your internal skills. This is your mental game. It's your ability to think critically, to problem solve, and to stay calm when things get crazy. Then on the other side, you have your physical skills. This is all about managing your environment. We're talking a tidy workspace and a logical digital filing system. To be truly organized, you absolutely need both. So for Section 3, let's look at the 10 essential skills. With that framework in mind, let's break down the complete toolkit. Here are the 10 essential organizational skills you really need to master. First up is physical organization. A clean workspace, and that means both your actual desk and your digital one, is your foundation. Just think about how much mental energy you lose just searching for a document or digging for a specific email. Trust me, an ordered environment helps create an ordered mind. Next up, time management. And this is so much more than just having a calendar. It's about realistically estimating how long tasks are actually going to take. Once you master this, you stop overcommitting, and that constant stress of racing against the clock, it just starts to fade away. Third is delegation. And listen, this isn't just about getting work off your plate. Effective delegation is really about empowering your team, giving them clear instructions and ownership. When you do it right, it's a huge force multiplier for productivity. Number 4, communication. You can think of this as the glue that holds organized teams together. When communication is clear and concise, it prevents all those misunderstandings that can cost countless hours of rework. Coming in at number 5, we have prioritization. The key here is to really get that not all tasks are created equal. True productivity isn't about doing more things, it's about consistently doing the right things first. This is your inner engine. It's that drive you have to achieve your goals without someone constantly looking over your shoulder. And employers value this like crazy because it means you're a consistent, reliable performer. And the perfect partner to self-motivation is, of course, self-management. This is all about disciplined execution, that ability to stay on track and see your plans all the way through to the finish line, even when things get tough. Next up is teamwork, and this builds directly on that great communication we just talked about. Strong collaboration skills are what turn a group of individuals into a real, cohesive team that can achieve something bigger together. Number 9 is attention to detail. This is all about accuracy. Catching those little errors before they blow up into big problems saves time, it saves money, and it protects your reputation. It's an absolute non-negotiable for doing high-quality work.
And finally, decision-making. This is the ability to look at the data, weigh the potential outcomes, and make smart, informed choices that minimize risk and lead to much better business results.
All right, let's head into section 4, your improvement toolkit. Okay, so we know what the skills are now, but how do you actually get better at them? Let's get into some real actionable strategies you can start using today.
Let's look at 5 really powerful methods here. It all starts with creating a clear workspace. That means decluttering your physical desk, but just as important, your digital desktop. Next, you've got to leverage technology. Use project management apps, shared calendars, use them to your advantage. A fantastic technique is time blocking, where you set aside specific, do not disturb blocks of time for your most important work. And remember to reward yourself for sticking to the plan. It's so crucial for making the habit stick.
Section 5, showcasing your mastery. Okay, so once you start building up these skills, the final step is making sure employers actually notice. Let's talk about how to show off your organizational talent when it really counts. This, right here, is how you do it. Please don't just say I'm highly organized on your resume. You have to prove it. Use specific, metric-driven examples. See how the number in that example tells such a powerful story about your impact? It shows a direct business benefit. That's what gets you noticed.
In an interview, you're demonstrating your skills before you even say a single word. Arriving early? That shows good time management. Coming prepared with smart questions? That shows planning. Then, when they ask you questions, use those same powerful, metric-driven examples from your resume. You've got to show them, not just tell them, how your organizational skills will be a huge asset to their team.
So let's bring it all together into your 6-step action plan. This is your roadmap. First, minimize distractions. Seriously, turn off those notifications. Second, prioritize your tasks like your success depends on it. Third, use a planner to map out your day. Fourth, break down those massive projects into small, manageable steps. Fifth, build reliable systems for things you have to do often. And finally, celebrate your successes to keep that momentum going. And this is where theory becomes reality. We've covered a lot today, from decluttering your desktop to time blocking your week. But the most important step is always the next one. So I'll just leave you with this one question. What is the one new habit you're going to start building today?